Okay, we got some technical issues going on here. One, I didn't start Zoom. Two, I don't see my camera. Maybe because it's not connected to Zoom. There we go. Whoa, thought I had everything lined up. I guess I did not. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way here. Somebody wants in already. Darren, first in the chat room, followed by two other people. Let me get this over here so I can kind of have an idea of what I'm doing. Maybe. Okay. Greg has entered the room. And I think there was somebody else. Let me figure out if I can get over there and look at that. Till I let Greg in, there's background noise.
Yeah, my mistake.
It's good, Greg. It's good. I know I heard another bell. Let me see if I can figure out what I need to do here. I guess I thought I heard another bell. It's only you and Darren. So are you with us there, Mr. Darren? Or were you... Oh, you know what? Darren was probably sitting in the waiting room since it's 5 minutes of 3 his time, thinking I was going to go at 8 o'clock, and he missed my earlier announcement today when I said I was going to postpone it to 10 o'clock. Doug didn't see the humor in that, by the way. So we'll just wait for a couple people to come in. I did get the part, Greg. It works just fine. I've already started moving stuff over to it.
All right.
I was a little disappointed. I didn't get the little included screwdriver, and I didn't get the little standoff or screw to hold that in there, but it's not needed. It works super blazing fast, so I'm real happy with it. I appreciate you pointing that out to me. I've got this set up tonight on, he's asleep. Yeah, I agree, Tony. He's out. I mean, it is almost 3 o'clock. I'm going to do this the hard way. What you should be seeing over the YouTube screen is something that says EOS webcam. And here in a second,
Yep.
you should see, if it comes on. Oh, great. Why is it not coming on? Good thing I tested this earlier and it worked just fine. Yeah, that's correct. Why is that not coming on? Is it loose? No? Well, I seriously tested all this out earlier and it worked flawlessly. And now that I need it to work, it's not going to work. This has got to work because this is imperative tonight in order for me to do what I need to do and want to do. Oh, you know what I think it is? Oh, the battery's going to be dead. Yep. Okay, this may not work tonight then. Doggone it.
USB 3.0 won't provide power.
That's to my 35 millimeter camera, and I don't think it does. And I'm almost 99.99% sure that the battery is dead. And more importantly, I'm not sure I know where my battery is, my extra battery is at. Give me 1 second here. Well, we might get lucky. I found my extra battery. Not that that's necessarily a good thing.
I'd be dead also.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but since you mentioned it, yeah, there's a real good possibility it too might be dead. Greg knows me too well already. All right, so let's see if this battery is going to. Fix it back on the old thing here. Okay, let me get this battery in a charger in case maybe I can get it to go relatively quick. Oh, you know what? I got the strip down here. I can use that, huh? All right. I tried to find the ugliest shirt I can after that wonderful 5-hour thing this afternoon. So let's try.
I was starting to doze off a little bit.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn the
Spent a
camera
little
on.
bit too much time going through the chat.
Camera on. We want a 5-hour stream like Doug's. You sure we don't? All right, let's go see. Yeah, that battery must be dead as well because I've got it on and it's not coming on. Unless, let me try something.
Turn it on.
Yeah, it's on, I think. Yep, it is on. Man. Well, that's
Leave it charged up for 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna let that one go. Yeah, I was afraid that battery might be bad as well, or not bad but dead. And I see I'm going to have to. Oh wait, no, I don't have to. I already have a button for that. I just pushed the button. But I am going to have to program a couple more in. I wanted to show you guys the first problem that I've already encountered, so I'll do it this way. This is the part that I got. Came in.
Yeah.
Looks to be in pretty good shape. Notice the length of that ribbon.
Yeah.
Okay, now I will hold up the old ribbon and hold. This will not function in this laptop the way that it sits.
Take the cable off the old one that's broken.
Right, that's what I'm gonna have. I got to rely on this one, hopefully not being broken. I just hope that cable is good. But I do want to hold off because I got this set up. It took a while to get it adjusted and get it set up. I want that to get a little bit of a charge on it, and hopefully we can stumble through this. And when I say we, me. Now I can get about 10 people in here telling me what to go look at and this, that, and the other.
Don't over tighten those tiny screws.
Yeah.
Snug and then.
Yeah, the first thing I did is I looked at it and I thought, man, that cable is too short. And then I kind of held them up. And yeah, it's a good 2 inches too short. So hopefully, I haven't even taken it apart yet to see if it, it should fit. It's the same doggone board. Uh-oh, here we go. What the hell was that?
Russians are coming for you.
Well, she texted me over there, and then something fell over here, and there's nothing that can fall. Oh, air filter, air pump fell down. Let me just put that back up there. That's fine. Needless to say, you still see my old tank in the background because my brother and I had set it up for me to pick that up this evening about 6 o'clock after I dropped her off. And I don't know what time he got home, but I left at 6:45 because I couldn't wait any longer. There's somebody wanting in. Chris Garrett. set this back over here. Yeah, something made that air pump fall off. I don't know what happened to that. There's Jason. Hey, Jason. How to flash a BIOS? No, we're good. Well, you know, I don't know. We'll see. I don't think I have to fly that. Now you know why Doug was burnt out. Too many Chiefs, not enough Indians. True. Very true. So what do you guys think of the colors of the clock tonight?
Look good.
I played around with it a little bit. Surprised it still is working. But it is. Hopefully it will remain. You what, Chris? Keeeeeeeen. Did you notice the title of the show?
Yeah.
Where are them two at?
Who knows? They were arguing about something when I left to take her some food. I don't know what they were doing. I had to laugh at Alex though, because he told Josh to take Windows 11, take Windows 11 off, put Windows 10 back on that desktop, and his camera worked just fine. He goes, and you know what? Just as soon as he'd done that, I said, let me guess, the camera worked just fine. He goes, yeah, I told him. I guess they're trying to figure out why the Bluetooth why his hearing aids won't connect to the Bluetooth, and he said his logic is because it's on the laptop, and it is also on the desktop, and it doesn't know which one to connect to. So
I can connect the two of them.
right, I would think it cannot. I mean, I'm gonna guess if you've got two separate signals, it can't figure out which one to get, so it's not going to connect to either one of them. That would be my guess. Hopefully they'll join us here in a little bit, and he'll say, "Oh, I can hear you guys. I'm on the desktop, or I'm on the laptop. Whichever one works." We knew that camera worked on that system because it was his old system that worked on Windows 10. When he put Windows 11 on there, for who knows why, that's why it wouldn't work. Team video, yeah.
What system did he put Windows 11 on?
He put Windows 11 on his old Dell desktop that he gave to his aunt. Jim says, I spent most of Doug's stream confirming I have a defective 5600G, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a processor?
Yeah.
Okay.
His new laptop, his new desktop would take it, but he needs to leave it alone.
Oh, yeah, well, okay, so his new desktop's got the same identical camera because that's the one I bought for him, so we know that's good. And you're right, he needs to leave that new desktop alone. He won't, but he needs to. Yeah, I thought about that one too. Robert come up with another good title. This is a pretty good one. It's coming across on the Twitch it right now. Oh, bloody hell. But wait, there's more. Oh, man, that was so... And he was so calm about that, too. I mean, there's no way I could have been that calm.
Esther got kind of upset, didn't she?
Oh, you know what I just realized? Yeah, she was getting a little frustrated today. Doug was getting a lot frustrated today.
Yeah, he told her right out.
Yeah, I was trying to watch on my phone while I was waiting on my brother, and that was kind of hard to do. And I couldn't be on Zoom and there at the same time. And oddly enough, when I got back, he was still going. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, he did a long stream today, didn't he?
A little over 5 hours, I believe. Started at 2, and I'm not sure. I know it was after 7 when it ended. I don't know what time after 7 when it ended, but I do know it was after 7. So
Yeah, I went to the store.
yeah, I had heard you announce that. I took her to work, dropped her off, went to my brother's, waited for him, drove home, anticipating I was going to start about 8 o'clock, and then she sends me a message, oh, can you bring me food at? I'm like, no, I can't. And then she says, what about this time? I'm like, no, I do believe when I asked you earlier today, did you want me to bring you food? You said, no, I'll be all right. Put foot in mouth.
It's a woman's prerogative to change her mind.
Exactly. So it really worked out good, honestly, that Doug was going so long, because if he'd have been out earlier, I'd have had to almost do a 2-part. Oh, wow. Why is that blurry? The YouTube stream looks blurry to me on my end. Let me... Oh, because it's only connected at 144. What's the deal here? There we go. Much better. Much better.
Mine says 720.
Every once in a great while it does that. It'll just automatically...
Now it's 1080.
Yeah, I'm having some issues right now because I've got the news on in there. Not the news, but a news show, 48 hours I think it is, and it keeps lagging. So
Yeah, we had a little bit of thunder and a short bit of rain.
we had
An
a
hour ago.
we had a good sunny, decent little day today. I think it was 58 degrees. I went outside 3 different times looking for the mail to get here. I did get my meds, so that's good. They sent the oddest supply of meds I've ever seen. Usually it's 30, 60, or 90-day supply of meds. Today's supply I got is a 56-day supply of meds. I don't even think, based on my dosage, that's even possible. We'll see here.
There he is.
That's only 2 weeks worth of meds. So hopefully, yeah, there's Alex. So hopefully they're going to have more on the way. I don't know. So, hey, Alex.
Who do your meds?
It comes from the VA.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Ken.
Remember how we set all that up earlier today?
Yes.
Guess what don't work now?
Why?
Well, I think the battery ran out on the camera, honestly. At least that's what I'm going to go with. I've got a battery charging right now. If that's not it, then I have no clue. If the battery charges and it doesn't work, I'm just going to call it Doug Betts Saturday Jinx. That's all it's going to be. Thank you, Tony. You can go ahead and... Oh, I forgot to set that up for...
Why would you call it Doug Jinx?
Well, Saturday. He was on for 5 hours. Took him a long time to accomplish. What did he accomplish, by the way? Did he get it fixed?
He accomplished a BIOS update finally after several hours.
He did get the BIOS updated.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one thing I can remember of any notable importance of what he did.
Okay.
Yeah, guess when that person's YouTube channel was created.
Today.
Well, I've been on either Zoom or the phone with Josh for just about as long as after Doug ended.
He get his Bluetooth issue worked out?
No, but I don't understand why, because it's working on his laptop.
So his Bluetooth issue works. His hearing aids work on his laptop Bluetooth. He shuts that off and it won't work on the desktop Bluetooth?
That's what he says.
That is odd.
And his hearing aids work on his new build.
Huh?
Said his hearing aids work on the laptop and on his new build, but they won't work on
Right. So here's the thing that's odd about that. Did his hearing aids work before when he had that Dell at the group home?
Yes.
So what would make it not want to work now then, I wonder? Yeah, I'm not saying that to be facetious or mean. I'm sincerely asking, if it worked before, why wouldn't it work now? Did he delete something that's needed to make it work?
Not surprise me.
Do what, Rick?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Well, by the way, hi, Rick.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Alex. Hello, Greg.
Hello.
Greg's not even there.
Greg stepped away, I think, for a moment. He's got window with no S, and unless he's got that blocked out, no, that's got to be the virtual window thing. I was looking forward to this. I got this set up with Alex's help, focused in. Forgot to turn the camera off, so I ran the battery down. Hopefully, I got one charging. Hopefully, it'll charge pretty quick.
You know, from Doug's stream today, I have figured out one thing. It takes that man forever to do something. Golly.
Maybe it wouldn't take him so long if he didn't have 15 people in there trying to say do this and do that. Everybody in the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering why that on the driver's page it had an option of Windows 10 and 64-bit or either Windows 10 1903 64-bit. I mean, there's a reason for that.
That I don't know. I wasn't paying that much attention.
It should just say Windows 10, but there's a reason why it has drivers specifically for 1903.
Possibly. I mean, I honestly do not know. Tony says there was a BIOS update. Okay, good. So didn't he have like about 3 or 4 things that he was wanting to accomplish today?
Well, the BIOS, I think he tried to update the BIOS, and it said something about it was locked.
Oh, in the beginning?
Yeah, Alice didn't say. I wasn't all there today. I don't know what all there today.
Chris.
But I know I heard something about BIOS. This updated about locked or something. It's blocked for this computer.
I was listening to most of it all day. I was watching some of it today, and then obviously when I'm driving, I wasn't paying any attention.
He had to uninstall all the previous video drivers. He used the DDU program.
Is that what he suspects was causing it to not start up?
He believes so.
I did get that out of it, that it wouldn't start properly. And it was kind of funny the first time he goes, watch this, it won't start up. It starts right up. I did find that to be funny.
I didn't know Windows Defender offline was still a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Windows what?
Defender.
Offline, you can boot. It will boot to the recovery, I guess, and it will scan outside of Windows.
Oh, the things we learn.
Used to be you could make a flash drive for Windows Defender and scan it. Can you still do that, Rick?
I think so. I've never done it. Or I don't think I have, but yeah, I think you.
I used to do it on Microsoft Security Essentials. And I actually removed some stuff before it was caused startup issues and all.
What was that?
Chris, you doing something?
That was me. Wasn't me.
I was going to ask Alex next. You all right?
Yes, that's me. My foot plates are like 20 pounds a piece, and they make loud noises when they hit the floor. That's what I want to do.
Sounds like you dropped your keyboard.
Yeah, that's what sound like you dropped something. I put him on mute until they get that worked out. So what we say, Greg, we're going to give us about a half hour on the charge and see if it works.
Yeah, try that.
I had to dig out my old tripod today because it's got the ability where you can tilt the camera just about 360 degrees actually. My other tripod, you can't do that. One of them you can do 360 the way I need it to, and the other one rotates it just the opposite of what I needed it to. Kind of weird. Maybe that's why that tripod only cost me 60 cents. I don't know. Well, there was a thrift store out in Vegas we used to like to go to, and we went there one day and it was this discount day and that discount day and the yellow, I mean, you name it, it was that discount day. So I offhandedly said to the lady when she was ringing up, I said, anything else you can give me a discount on? She goes, how about I just charge you 60 cents for it? I said, fine. Gave her 60 cents. Good tripod. Well worth 60 cents. I know that. Well,
You can't ruin those.
no, you can't. No, you cannot. Well, let's see here. How do I want to do this? I want to... Here we go. Oh, that's warm. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. So if this works, I'll start charging this other battery immediately as well, just in case this one dies in the process of what we're trying to do. So I have to go over here and let Josh in. Go to OBS. Go to my...
Sorry about that.
4.
My loud noises.
All right, we have a camera. I turned it off immediately. You're fine, Alex. Now, I apologize. Alex and I have yet been able to figure out how we can do this so that both YouTube and Zoom can see it at the same time. So what that means is you're going to have to watch, I know this breaks your guys' heart, the YouTube stream. And I'm going to start by showing you the differences in the cable as soon as I figure out how to turn on the camera. There we go. So over on the YouTube stream, there's the new part right here. Let me see if I can focus that a little bit better. About as good as it gets. And this is the old ribbon, and if you look at them pretty much the way that it's supposed to be, you can see there's a good 2-inch difference here. So that's concerning. So first thing I think I should do is I should put the old ribbon into the new part.
Yeah.
And I'll do my best to show that to you guys. I think that looks pretty good. So step 1 is out of the way. Now I'm going to temporarily kill the camera.
That's the end of our video tonight, folks.
Yep, thank you for joining. Appreciate that. And I'll go back over to here for a second. Well, I'm going to grab the laptop and all the implements of destruction that I need in order to do this. And this is the one thing I probably should have tested before I started this, because this is too big.
On my little screwdriver?
No, that part... Oh, shoot. No, that part I've got taken care of. Maybe have to get myself another little bench to work with. I don't know. Let me bring the keyboard down here. Let me bring that down here. Yeah.
Josh, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I'm trying to get the webcam to work. Hold on.
Webcam is working.
I know, but I want to use the other webcam that's on top of the monitor.
What webcam are you using?
I want to use the webcam that's on top of the monitor on my head computer.
Right,
Well,
so...
it was working earlier on Doug's screen.
It came on.
Alright, so... I can tell there's going to be some adjustments. We're going to jump back over to the 35mm. It's temporarily going to say EOS webcam utility. I'll turn her on. And there we go. So this piece goes right here in this corner. And I've not been able to unhook the red and white wire that's plugged in, so I'm doing this the most hardest difficulty way you can think of.
Get a pencil to hold it up.
Oh, the holding it up part's not the
If
problem.
somebody, let me tell you something today. If somebody would bet me money, after Doug's stream, Josh would call me immediately after Doug's stream, I would be rich.
Depends on how much you bet, doesn't it? So I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I'm trying to put the motherboard or this board in there, and that went in relatively easily. So I'm temporarily going to set this down. Yeah, the cable's going to fit just fine. Now I'm going to...
Aren't there 2 screws in that little board?
There are, and that's what I'm looking for. Very observant, Greg.
Especially with the lid on top of it.
There are 2 screws. No, the lid's not on top of it yet. We're close.
Yep, you gotta lift it up with screws in.
Yeah, I know. I know.
We'll keep you straight.
Oh, I'm glad somebody will. 4 hours and 35 minutes later. So I apologize that I can't get this lid completely off 100%. I wished I could. I can't.
Well, we can't see you, Josh, so it doesn't matter what webcam.
I know, I'm trying to switch my webcam. Hold on.
Wrong screwdriver, I guess. Bear with me a moment.
Oh, come on, get the right screwdriver, for Jesus sakes.
That's because I had to start at 10 o'clock. If I had started this at 8 o'clock, we'd be done by now. And you believe that, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Alex,
I believe
yeah.
that. I believe that.
I'm glad you do, because I probably, if I'd have started at 8 o'clock, I'd probably be about as far as I am right now. Honestly. Now, it would probably help if I'd put my doggone stupid glasses on where I can see what I'm doing. Bottom line is, when I get all this done, if it works, I will be happy.
Oh, by the way, I learned something today.
You learned quite a bit today, it sounds like. What'd you learn?
Josh's aunt agrees with me.
And? On? About?
Windows 10.
No, about Josh not paying attention and not listening.
We all do that.
That was good. That was good. Can't believe
What we
it.
learned,
Apparently that you don't pay attention. I believe that's what he said. All right, so that's not there. Okay, so we have a dilemma to start the show with.
how the heck we went here?
Alex,
Yes, Chris.
as far as her computer, the Windows 11, she probably, no offense to you, but she probably just wishes y'all to leave it alone. As far as
Believe me, we had, we look at that, the Windows 10 in a heartbeat.
did y'all put it back on Windows 10?
Yeah, we
Yes, because the webcam wasn't working, the microphone, and the webcam wasn't working properly in Windows 11.
Okay. Does she know y'all did that?
Yes.
And she just got upset because, of course, she got her, just like everybody, she got to re-enter all her passwords, reset all her passwords.
She should put them in a WordPad file on her desktop, open it up, grab it, copy it, and paste it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Just for games.
No, dude.
That's my secret.
Okay.
I let Firefox record them.
Well, that's what I have for, that's how I have our website passwords, because if I, unlike most other websites, if I forget the passwords to our, or if I forget the passwords to our website stuff, I have to remake the whole thing over again, completely from scratch.
And I got everything on a flash drive, on a Word document, notepad.
That's got to be the right one.
If we ever have to leave, like a tornado comes or something, I don't grab that flash drive. I'll probably grab a laptop too.
It must be the other webcam. Why?
Chris,
In your room.
it's good to know you got your priorities straight. That
Okay.
if you've got to leave due to weather or something, you're going to grab your flash drives and your laptop.
Well, isn't that the reason why you back up your important stuff to like the cloud or like off-site storage?
The only problem with the file is that this is your only PC and it won't connect to the internet or won't start up. How are you going to get to it?
It's true. Or it might rain, like Chris said earlier today.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
It's raining right now.
You just caught me saying that. I said that on Carrie.
Oh, somebody did catch you saying that?
I don't think Carrie caught it though.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
I'm okay, Josh. How are you?
Good. My wife's on the way home.
From church?
Yep. She was just asking if you were gonna go live, and I said, yep. She's live right now.
Yep, it's a daily thing.
know your aunt. Does your aunt like you clean shaven, or does she wanna just you to just shave? You to just trim it?
He likes it when I shave. My wife, on the other hand, absolutely hates it when I shave.
Well, because I like the mustache on myself.
So the only reason my wife likes it when I don't shave is because when I don't use my manners out in public, my wife will find any way she can to agitate me, and just agitate me and go get, if I have a little bit of hair on my face, go pick it and pull it until I say excuse me. And if that's
You will. Well, I can't say I blame her. I'd probably do the same thing.
and then if that doesn't work, we both finish it. So don't do anything you can to try and get me to use my manners.
Well, I would probably do the same thing if I was there.
So maybe she's trying to tell you something? I'm not sure. I have a small dilemma here.
Trying to tell me to use my manners.
That would be my guess, yes.
We're gonna be 38 tomorrow with snow showers. Again.
Again, yeah, really.
Monday, 38 snow showers. God damn it.
Don't be involved, he didn't do anything.
Well, as long as it doesn't accumulate, I think you'll be all right, won't you, Rick?
Yeah. We're gonna be 70 tomorrow. Oh, boy. Then on Friday, 75, Saturday, 78, Sunday, 81, next Monday, 85. AC weather.
Wow, that's, yeah, clearly AC weather. Oh, I forgot to turn it off. That camera's gonna die again.
We had our AC on just about all winter.
Greg, where you at?
Maryland.
Okay. Rick, where you at?
Minnesota.
Alex, good, Arkansas. Rick, where you at?
I'm in Georgia.
Okay.
Minnesota's about the coldest state there is, isn't it?
When we
So the mic get a little bright with this light, so I can see what I'm doing. Let me turn that off for just a second.
When you located at?
I just moved to Indianapolis, Indiana.
Good folks.
You connect the other side of the cable?
Getting ready to.
Don't forget that.
Yeah, I got to get my glasses for this.
Yeah, that's basically what you gotta do on that other Dell laptop I got. I had yeah.
I'm surprised you remember. I'm surprised you remember where I'm at, Josh.
That's because you're one of my best friends.
No, for me, all I gotta do to remember where Alex is just remember Little Rock, and Little Rock is in Arkansas.
That's because Alex is my second best friend and my
He's
wife.
pretty close to Little Rock, I believe.
Yeah, about 45 minutes away.
I thought it was Dead Rock.
Aren't rocks already dead?
Bedrock? Is that what he just said?
I wonder if Doug has many legends on his
Alex is too
Well,
young
you
to
did
know
it,
what
yes,
Dead
I
Rock is.
I only seen like 3 empty slots on Doug's Stream Deck
which
today.
one, the 32 key or the 15 key?
The 32 key. I wasn't looking at the 15 key.
Although I was really surprised that Kathleen goes to this. I usually don't hear her go that long.
You must not pay much attention then, because she yells all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug almost, it sounded to me like Doug almost kicked around.
He said he was getting ready to.
Yeah.
Hi, Jeff.
Evening.
What was she saying that was pissing him off?
She was trying to say something and people kept interrupting her, and then the one that really set her off from what I could tell is he was going to do something and he briefly showed it and then he went away, and man, that just set her off.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch that video, because that will probably be really entertaining to watch.
I know Tony had sent me a message. I'm losing my camera apparently. All right, Tony, if you would, let me know if it starts flickering. I'll try that other battery. Thank you.
I got half the screen of Zoom and half the screen of YouTube.
Hey, remind me to take that longer out of that laptop tomorrow.
Do what?
Remind me to take that longer for that map out of that laptop tomorrow.
Take it out right now.
I'm not gonna do because I'm gonna use it to cut on the computer. I hate the cut pad on that thing.
Why don't you just get you a Bluetooth mouse and you don't have to worry about it?
That's what I got.
No, I don't mean one that uses a USB, one that uses a little USB connector. I mean an actual Bluetooth one that connects to the actual Bluetooth. Your hearing aid.
I don't know where to get them at. This is the one that I'm using right now.
I've had so much trouble with wireless mouse and keyboards, and I'm going back to using wired when I can.
Well, I've never had any trouble out of Logitech over wireless mouses, and those are pretty much the only ones that
I bought a combo kit, Logitech keyboard and mouse at Costco for $60, and it wasn't worth the powder and shot it'd take to blow it up.
Hi, Jeff.
Yeah.
Well,
And if anybody wants it, you'll pay the postage. I'll give it to you free. Yeah, I would.
I'm going to turn this camera off for 1 second to
Yeah.
save the battery.
I had to bite my tongue today. I almost unmuted myself on Doug's stream. Was going to tell some people to shut up and let him do his work, but I restrained myself.
Yeah, a lot of people on Doug's channel don't do that. There's a lot of chatter on there that shouldn't be there.
Doug probably wouldn't have liked it if I did
He'd
that.
like it a little quieter, but people won't let him talk.
Doug probably wouldn't have liked it if I did that too. He's pretty tolerant of people. Gotta give him that.
I would have put the problems he has, I would have put stop 2 months ago. On my channel, if I have a channel, I just wouldn't allow it. You either behave and not what you're supposed to, or you're going to.
Well, I was, yeah, Ken and I were messaging a little bit while that was happening. I said, Doug, just keep on muting people until they get the message.
well, I gotta be careful to mute. If I want to say something to Doug or anybody else in the Zoom, I gotta be careful to mute myself when I start texting to Ken or Josh or whoever, because I use the voice dictation.
You don't use that all the time, though, do you? Alex?
Do what?
You don't use that all the time, do you?
I don't, but I'll use it if I need to write like a paragraph in text.
So I'll turn this camera back on briefly. I will not show this mistake that I'm going to repair.
Hi, Jim.
Hey, what are we doing? Surgery tonight?
Yeah, we're. If you watch the YouTube stream, if the camera comes back on, I forgot to put said keyboard into said. Well, I might be able to do it from here. I might get lucky. So I will show my debacle here.
I'm told duct tape works wonders.
You having a lucky monk?
I hate these. All right, I got to get my light so I can see what I'm doing.
I like Greg's comment.
Yeah, I will be playing Doug in a few minutes and catching up on. Yeah, I really use this. Might. I just might.
Yeah, I wonder how much shorter Doug's live videos would be if he only had if he only had us in chat and wasn't or us in Zoom and wasn't so focused on the chat all the time and what everybody else was.
Yeah, I noticed that too. He spends a lot of time going through chat.
You know, Doug, you like to go down rabbit hole.
Chat's not a rabbit hole. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Hi, Jim.
Oh, look at the fun you're having.
Bye, Jim. Yeah, look at the fun I'm having. I figured it was cheaper to kind of try to do this myself rather than drive all the way to Delaware.
You missed the fun I had earlier today.
What fun was that? Or do I want to know?
Had to take the bell back to Windows 10.
No, I heard about that. Yeah, that's... Yeah.
That was...
Well, as someone we all know that said to someone earlier today, don't complain. You did it. Or something to that effect. I don't know her exact words.
And if you hadn't put Windows 11 in the first place, you wouldn't have had to go through that.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now, I'm going to ask a really stupid question, Ken.
Oh, it's probably not stupid, but go ahead.
Did you get a chance to verify whether or not this is fixed the problem or not?
That's what I'm doing now. And rather than maybe try it at some easier point in time of doing this, I'm just going to give it a shot now. And if it fixes it, cool. If it don't, I'll probably scream and say a few choice good words from the Navy and go from there.
Okay.
If you hear a loud crash,
I
bang,
did have an initial problem in that the ribbon that came with it was about 2 inches too short. So I have to use the...
That looks a lot like my laptop. Except for mine don't have
I
all the
was going to
stickers
go
on it.
out on 11 O's.
So I had to replace it with the other ribbon, and if that other ribbon is bad, then this is all for naught.
Yeah, well, that's kind of... We won't find out after you get it fired up.
Correct.
We was working on a laptop for sure. Upgrading the hard drive to an SSD. And my mom didn't have the ribbon cable connected from the motherboard to the hard drive. 100% right. She put it all back together. Only for me to find out that the hard drive wasn't connected, so she had to take it all the way back apart again.
You want a donut?
Oh yeah, what kind you got? Love a donut.
I hope if you can reach through the camera here.
I'll take a chocolate eclair.
I got a chocolate donut someplace.
No, I got my sugar, so to speak, for tonight. I had to eat 2 pieces of zucchini bread tonight at dinner.
Yeah, you want to say hi to everybody? Say hi to everybody. Oh, who gives a crap?
Hi, everybody. Bye.
That must be your aunt. Hi, your aunt. Hi, Joshua's aunt. Bye.
Bye.
All right, I turned that off. I'm about to plug it in and see what happens.
He doesn't like to be on camera. He complains that he doesn't look good on camera.
Trust me, I don't look good on camera, but I don't let that bother me. There ain't nowhere I can go that would look good that I can think of. Well, maybe one place. All right, let's see if the battery... Oh, look, the battery comes on. Let's see how long this will last. Oh, wow. Oh, battery's dead. No problem. I have a contingency plan.
What's that? Take the battery out?
No. That requires that. No.
Seriously, this guy needs to quit taking a shower. He's been going for 25 minutes now.
Maybe there's more than one person in the shower.
Possibly, but I doubt it being that the guy lives alone.
Well, it's fired up. That's the good news. The laptop did fire up.
So,
So,
Josh, what time you getting up tomorrow?
so far so good. Who are you talking to?
Josh?
Oh, okay. All right, let me go back over here to this source. Turn the camera back on. And hopefully it comes. Oh, look at that. Now I'm going to make a slight adjustment to the camera.
Yeah, I can see it. Hold on, let me do my phone.
Tom, good evening. Good to see you. I'll catch up with chat in a minute. As you can see, we are up and running. Now the $1 million test. We will take a flash drive. Should we test the working side first or the non-working side first?
Well, the non-working side is what we replaced, is it not?
Yeah.
Oh, I love the confidence. Thank you.
You like your dog, but
It's got to be the ribbon.
Still got nothing.
I still got nothing. Let me go see if the other one still works.
So, we don't have Gary yet tonight.
You know, you jinxed us last night when you said that. Did you not learn your lesson?
Yeah, he was in Doug's street
I
today.
heard you, Josh.
So the old one still works. And apparently the ribbon is what's bad. I don't know.
Well, it's either that the ribbon is bad or there's something on the main board that's feeding the ribbon that's bad. Because it's unusual that you would have the ports and the Ethernet jack all not functioning. That indicates to me that there's a bus line that's power that's not getting through to the board.
Let me check out the headphones. Oops. Because they did work before on the other little board. And then I'll dig out an Ethernet cable and run it just to check it out too. Because right now it's not connected to anything. Go plug this.
If my guess is right and we're missing a main voltage going to that board, then my guess is the Ethernet jack's still not going to work.
Probably not. What's the man's name that electronic periscope we tested the voltage of the board?
Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches. Your boughs so green in summertime.
Yeah, it works on that one port. It's just not going to work. Let me check one thing over here. I'm going to change the speakers from the... Oh, I'm not going to change the speakers now. Before I could change the speakers from the headphones to the speakers, and now I can't do that. So yeah, there's a disconnect somewhere. I don't know where it's at. Kind of disappointed, actually. Maybe we will be here for 5 hours. Hold on, let me take this apart again. But I now have the capability, sort of, kind of, that if I want to demonstrate something on my desktop, I can do that using my 35mm camera.
Why don't you charge the batteries first?
Do I? Yeah, right, yeah.
Charge the batteries.
Right, once I charge the batteries first, you are correct. So,
Thank you, Alex,
Um,
for putting up with me.
very disappointing. Jim, any thoughts on where I might want to look now for that?
Without a schematic for the main board, that's going to be rather difficult.
And probably way over my head as well.
Yeah, there's one thing I can guarantee to you that Doug won't do, and that's put up with you as much as I do.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just wondering if I should test the Ethernet cable.
Why not?
Well, I've already had enough disappointment today. I don't know that I can handle anything else. Like it not coming back on like it's supposed to. Oh, there we go.
Got it plugged in?
No, not yet. Not connected to the internet. Yeah, I've got 77% battery. Let me grab my Ethernet cord that I just took down today because I thought I'm never going to need it again.
Never say never.
Yeah, I know, huh?
Our donut place here in town has these sausage, egg, and cheese croissant sandwiches that I like almost better than the actual donuts.
Give a haircut, Jeff?
About a week ago. Yeah, my granddaughter wouldn't take a donut. Didn't want it. She wanted an apple and some carrot.
What kid doesn't want a donut? But
She likes fruit, fresh vegetables. Okay by me. Yeah, I don't spend too much on the donuts. I buy the day-old ones at the grocery store when they have them. They're still expensive. It's like $6 a dozen for a day-old donut.
Man,
$3.97 at Walmart.
Well, they used to be about that at Smith's here, but they upped the price.
Yeah, nothing's happening. I plugged it in. I'm pretty sure if I come down here, go to the Wi-Fi.
I don't think you can get Dale Donuts at our donut place. They open up at like 5, make them, and when they run out,
Yep.
they're done.
Well, this is just in the grocery store here. They make them, and then they sell them at individual. And then the end of the day, like around 7 p.m. at night, then they go through all of them, and stick them in boxes of a dozen. And they're selling them for about half of what they cost individually.
So they make them fresh in the store. Yeah, I forgot.
Yep. And you get a mixture. You get Long Johns, apple fritters, cake donuts, raised donuts. Just whatever happens to be left over, they just kind of throw them in a box.
Well, that's good news. Keyboard's not working. That's actually good news. I know you're wondering why is that good news. Well, if the keyboard's not working, maybe I did not get something connected properly. So, let me shut it down.
get her now.
Now, look at it this way, Ken. You didn't spend a lot.
Oh no, but I've got to get it back to where the keyboard was working. I've got to get back to that state at least. Although the primary function of this laptop is going to be to take it over to my mom's house and let her watch the videos and pictures of the great-grandchildren. Unless I can get this thing right here, thanks to Greg. If my mom's TV will recognize it, then I can put them on here and get the same thing. This works flawlessly, by the way.
She can only see those when you're there, right, Ian?
The laptop I will take to her house, so yeah, she can only see them when I'm there. I
The
can.
reason I ask that is why not get her? My stepbrother got my dad's mom and dad one of them digital photo frames that you can plug a flash drive or memory card into and load pictures and videos on it.
Yep, we have one of those for her.
Why not get her one of them?
We already have one of those for
And that won't recognize the videos for the.
her. No, she just doesn't watch it.
I hope you get an Apple fan job instead of helping people like me and my aunt out all the time.
You got to remember,
She's still yet.
Alex, she's 84 years old, and
Oh yeah, I remember. She's probably doing better with technology than mine is. It because mine came off was also 84 years old. She knows how to turn on her Kindle to do the solitaire and to get on Facebook, and that's about it.
well, she's ahead of my mom because my mom refuses to get on Facebook.
Yeah, I managed to get on Facebook somehow, but literally, if she forgets if Facebook tells her to log back in again, she will drive 30 minutes over to my house just so I can log her back in.
You can't tell her over the phone how to log back in?
Because she can't type it in or whatever, so she has to drive over here and let me do it. And
Well,
she did it twice. She did it twice in 1 week one time because she didn't.
I have to text.
Green Clipboard.
I have to text the password to myself, copy and paste it in the Facebook.
That's funny, kid.
oh gosh. Chris is funny. He says, I got to text the password to myself.
Well, I can't. I'm so fat finger that I double type letters and I can't. The little I thing don't work on Facebook. It don't have a new password thing. You can't see what you're typing, in other words.
No, it just puts up those asterisks.
Yeah, I think it's Android that gives you an option.
Aha! He says, aha! Question.
Answer.
Don't take my head off. If the ribbon says USB, that goes to the USB side, correct?
I would imagine so.
And if it says not USB, that probably, and says something like motherboard, that probably goes to the motherboard, correct?
Yes.
Now, hold on. Okay, now we have technical difficulties. Would that be the reason why this wouldn't work if they were installed backwards?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, wait, hold on. You take at least 2 seconds to think that over. Don't immediately everybody go, yeah.
Well, we don't have to.
If it's backwards, it's not going to work.
I'm going to beat Doug's record today. I'm going for 6 hours.
As we say in the South, it was ass backwards.
We're bass backwards.
Okay, so the reason I asked that is I took it off and the end that was plugged into the motherboard says USB.
Well, unless you got it on the USB thing in the motherboard.
Well, now I like that answer, Jeff. I like that. That's a possibility. Now what I do with...
They're directional wires. One goes to the USB side, the other goes to the motherboard side.
That's what I was afraid of. You'd say that.
Well, I was just trying to give him a little encouragement.
And I appreciate that. So I now got to find my tweezers. Doggone it. I hate these little ribbons. Whose brilliant idea was that?
Somebody with smaller fingers than most of us.
Obviously.
Some engineer that never uses the product.
Some little... I won't say that. Yeah, really. Okay. Well, this looks like this could be a real good night to start drinking again. Of all the things going on in my life, why'd you start drinking? I couldn't get the laptop to work.
It looks like I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue.
Yeah, really. So your house burnt down, you totaled your car, your dog died, your catfish ran away with the cat, and you started drinking because you couldn't put the laptop together? That sounds about right, yeah. I need to get me a guitar pick. I swear I do. Can't break these dumb things off sometimes. Oh, jeez.
Well, if that's the case, I'm about ready to start drinking because Josh wouldn't leave me alone today. He kept calling and texting and want me to do stuff on the computer.
And what you need is one of those $150 iFixit kits.
Yeah.
That didn't cost me $150.
You gonna get like that?
No, well, I just think you should go for the most expensive one, because that obviously is gonna work better.
I can't do that.
Help me see the system better.
What do you mean it doesn't work? I paid $150 for it. Seriously? This dumb thing's been... Is it 11 o'clock already? Oh, it sure is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is for you.
Yes, yeah.
There he is. So what is it in his neck of the woods? 4 o'clock?
Well, that's cool.
What are you doing up so early? Did we wake you up again? It's okay. You're not going to hurt our feelings. Well, you might hurt Alex's feelings. Ah, I got it. You can hear it popping loose.
Why would he hurt my feelings?
I don't know. Your feelings. I can't tell you if they're going to be hurt or not. And who was it that suggested the pencil? Greg?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a good thing. Yeah, the other end does say...
MB.
No, it says X84. One side says USB and the other one says X84. Yeah, well, I'll put this one on the one that says USB on the USB side. I think that goes the other way, actually. Seriously. Sorry, didn't mean to bore you, Josh.
What time did you get up today, Josh?
Right when you have to leave. Hey, that's me, folks, too. No, I'm not.
Well, it's nice to know I'm your home clock now.
It's not that you're morning, Jim. It's been a long day with the computer. Really long.
Yeah, now I get to go through the joy of plugging this back in all the ribbons. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Get the tweezers.
Hey, Alex.
Yes?
You know what my wife had the balls to ask me to do today?
So here's some good news, not to interrupt Joshua's balls or anything. The other ribbon that came off of the motherboard, it says X84 as well, but that's a total different ribbon, so I'm guessing that means it goes on the motherboard.
That would be my conclusion.
Okay, Josh, talk about your balls.
Kim, what about the booze balls?
I don't think we want to hear this.
My wife wanted me to download them e-games that I put on the local machine. She wanted me to download that booze and beat games that I play, but she can't see the players.
Would you tell her no?
No, what's the point in putting something on her if you can't see the play again?
Well,
You realize that
Well,
dynamo.
not only that, but tell her no because Alex said so.
oh, there you go. Get Alex involved.
Not only that, but that dynamo took all day long.
Specifically, why?
And not only that, that laptop is.
Hey, here's some more good news. The other ribbons all say X84 on them.
Ian, what about the blue bomb?
You know, I looked for that earlier today and I couldn't find it. I thought that was pretty funny, actually. You can explain it.
That laptop isn't designed to play games like that anyway.
No, it's really not designed to have any kind of a virtual machine running on it because it's a. Oh my god, it uses the RAM.
Exactly. I mean, I would make virtual machines with my Dell computer, and I could barely get by with that.
That's the reason why I put 32 gigs in my desktop.
Keyboard, about to go back in. Oh, that's not the keyboard. Okay.
There's a ball. Well, a ball. I guess it blows up like a balloon. It's a boob. It looks like a boob. It blows up like a balloon and you toss it around.
That one guy was afraid of it, though. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
He seriously was scared to death. Bet he's got mommy issues. God, why do they make these keyboard ones so doggone stupidly difficult?
You're supposed to do everything that your wife asks you to do, but...
Yeah, thank you.
Don't do that one.
You're supposed to say, yes, honey, anything you say, honey. Well, you feel for that.
My ex-wife never heard that. Still to this day, point blank and boom.
Well, don't do that one, and if she asks, I'll tell her. You tell her to talk out.
Yeah, you tell her to converse with the professor. And you know how that conversation is going to go. Alex, I want Josh to fit this on my computer. Okay, I'll tell Josh to do it.
No. If Josh,
Yeah.
If Josh tries to put it on the computer, I'll take the admin rights away before we can.
You want to play it that bad, you can come over the house and play it.
Tell her she can play those N64 games if she gets a controller.
Yeah. Now that laptop might be able to do that. People being nice. That laptop not designed to be gaming.
I bet that laptop, if it had a regular M.2, it's not HP, I bet it would be faster.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because you know what the speed, the HP M2 that's in there, that reads is like only 800. So you definitely know it would have been it'd be faster if it had a Samsung or.
Unless it's the port itself that's slow. there's no way it plugs into the motherboard. It could be a slower.
It wouldn't surprise me if I opened up the laptop and they put it together wrong.
Well, that laptop Stout worked. Remember, we are talking about a laptop that originally came with Windows 10s on it. So in my opinion, that laptop is not worth opening up or anything.
And Alex, it could be soldered to the motherboard too.
Yes, it could be.
You know, the one thing I need to figure out how to do. Oh, look, the keyboard's working. That's a good sign.
You need to figure out how to install Macro Reflect on that computer.
No, and no. What makes you think I want to put that on here? I got a Cronus, works just fine. Does what it's supposed to do.
Well, yes, but we went with this time and time again. Your Cronus is not the actual full version of the Cronus that came with. It's the crappy version that came with the hard drive you got, with the SSD you got.
Actually, it's not. I went and got it, but...
So you got the latest version, the Cronus Cyber Protect Essentials or whatever?
It's not paid, but I've got the latest version. Let's try that again. Let's see if it'll connect this time. Okay, Wi-Fi connects. Keyboard works. Let's plug in the internet.
I decide it doesn't work.
Don't forget to forget your Wi-Fi network.
Shouldn't it automatically kick over to the Ethernet if it's functioning properly?
I would turn it off. Turn off the Wi-Fi.
Well, young man, you owe me. How much was your bet, Josh? Because you, whatever it was, double it. Ethernet works.
Hey, I told you.
So now I'll grab a flash drive.
I didn't even know we had a bet.
You're the one, you opened your big mouth and you said something, I bet it don't work. Well, I didn't even know we had a bet. Hold on, let me go put that boy in the waiting room. Let me go find the right button here. Here we go. USB on the right. Yes! He says, yes! Guess what? Changing that cable made all the difference in the world. Awesome. Yeah, you guys can see it popped up on the screen, right? Over here on the YouTube. On YouTube, not on the YouTube, but on YouTube.
See something on the screen, yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna take that flash drive out. That'll go away. Now I'm gonna take the. Do what, Alex?
Oh, I see the list of Wi-Fi networks.
I don't know what you're watching, but that's been gone. Now I'm gonna take said USB and plug it into the other USB port. We have light, we have box, little baby bums, Masha and the Bear, Sesame Street. You could never guess this is my grandchildren's USB, could you?
There you go.
Awesome. Who would have thought you had to have a ribbon in there a specific way for that to work? I'm waiting. Waiting for someone. I know it's coming.
Let's hook the damn cable up the right way again.
Okay, I deserve that.
I see it neat.
That's on your first laptop repair.
This is on the laptop repair my son gave me, yes. That.
I understand that. Congrats on your first laptop repair.
Oh, thank you. I thought you said that's on. Hold on.
No.
Okay. So, hey, Josh,
Yeah.
I will rewatch and rewind this, and I will get the dollar amount you told me. I expect it Tuesday.
Okay.
I'm just kidding, by the way.
I know.
but it
You
works.
expect it.
Now charge. Tony Wallow says now charge the battery. Yeah, exactly, Tony. It's charging.
It's alive.
Good.
Josh.
Now, what that cost you a total of what, $9?
$9.20, I think.
There you go.
Well,
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, whatever it is, can't expect you to send it to me in an Amazon gift card.
you know, that's pretty good.
That was a good one. That was hilarious.
I wonder why that new ribbon cable was shorter than the other one.
Because it's for probably a different size laptop. Originally, that part he ordered was for a 450 Pro, which would indicate to me it's probably a smaller laptop.
Yeah.
Yep, I kind of
They just changed the cables.
concur with that.
Probably saved 50% by making the cable shorter.
Saved a nickel.
Yeah, I just wonder why that one was bad, though. That's kind of interesting and odd. But no, I'll set it aside, let it charge. It's good. Now I have a functioning laptop. That is...
Well, you know one thing, it wasn't the cable that was bad on the original one.
No, we do know now the cable. It had to be something on that board.
Yep.
And that's, I mean, okay,
There's-
good.
My guess is that at some point, either while they were taking it apart or putting it back together or something, or it could have been just coincidence, there's probably a surface mount fuse somewhere on that board supplying power to all those ports, and that fuse may have popped open. Because again, it's very unusual for all three things to be dead at the same time.
So I will show you guys my niece's computer. Hang on a second. I'll show you its current state of affairs. You have to watch on the YouTube stream. Turn the camera on. Let it catch up. There we go. So this is the current state that this is in.
That's a better state than I'm in.
Got the fan loose. Got whatever that was. Oops, that thing had screws in it. Oh well, they're all over the floor now. Battery.
That's the one that has that burnt component on the main board, right?
Yes, correct. That's the one that's not ever going to work again.
Not with that kind of burnt.
And I took the only functioning part that I could use and bought this $9 case, put it in, plugs in, and works just fine. So now I have another 128 gigabyte of storage to use. So very, very good. Turned out to be a really good day. Oh, sure, I can see these screws that went everywhere, but I can't find that one stupid one I lost a week ago.
Ian, why did you put Josh in the waiting room for something I said?
He deserved it. I don't know. Ask me tomorrow.
Because how much money you want to bet that he called me at 7?
Oh, I'm not taking that bet. I know he called you. He's like, what the hell am I doing in the waiting room? I know he called you. Right?
You need a big magnet to drag across the floor in your room there.
I don't know. I did get down on my hands and knees and my flat stomach, which that's probably the problem because I was kind of rocking back and forth the way my stomach is and couldn't really get down at floor level to see.
You'll find it when you run the vacuum.
Wood floors. This room's got wood floors in it. And I haven't stepped on one yet. Man, I got a lot of catching up in chat to do.
Yeah, last comment by Robert was kind of funny.
Well, my brother didn't get home till 7:45. I guess his wife told him of plans he wasn't aware of because he said, I had plans I wasn't aware of. So.
That was me the other day going to pick up my dad after looking at a car or whatever. And we ended up not even picking him up because the people didn't even want to buy the car.
It happens.
the monitor is flickering and I don't know why it's doing that.
Quit hitting the cable.
Oh, I don't know why.
Why?
It's that stupid wind dynamic thing you put on there, messing with the screensaver again. I told you not to put that on there. You did it anyway.
Nah, it's not on the laptop, I don't think. Nah, it's not on the laptop.
So which screen is flickering, your laptop or your desktop?
I don't know, I'll be able to tell you in a minute.
Okay.
I gotta wait for it to happen.
Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it. Yeah, not bad for an old man. I will agree. Not bad at all.
Look back at your text messages. I specifically said when you were redoing that desktop ramped, not to put that wind dynamic thing on there. You did it anyway.
Yep, you like the Windows XP, what can I say?
Well, you could have just found an image of Windows XP on the one. Set it as the wallpaper.
I think I'll make an exception to we're not going to discuss Joshua's computers. Go ahead. This is great. I'm going to answer my brother real quick. All right. That's good. I'm happy. And hopefully the battery takes a decent charge and will hold a decent charge. I mean, I've taken it apart enough, I could probably replace the battery now. Don't want to. So, critiquing, what could I have done differently? What should I have done? What could I have done? And no, I won't put you in the waiting room.
Doesn't matter. It's fixed.
That's true.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you get there.
Kenny Whidden says if the ribbon cables aren't completely in, you won't have a problem. I agree with that, but I think the mere fact that the one said USB on the one side and the other side said x86, I just had them backwards because I think Rick is correct. I think it is a directional flow, is it not?
Yeah.
So that made sense. But it works. Tomorrow night's stream will be titled, Guess What No Longer Works.
What could you have done differently? You could have sent it to Doug and he would have spent 5 hours on it. And it still wouldn't have been fixed.
And you guys actually wanted me to have a Zoom session while I was building Josh's computer. You are out of your bloody mind.
Oh yeah, can you imagine?
Oh, no, that's one of the reasons why I don't do it.
Can you imagine?
How's that video doing, Jim?
I have no idea. I haven't looked at it recently.
I think last night's video for me got 80 views. I was kind of shocked.
I don't understand why Doug always says that he's going to help. He goes to him for free if he can make a video out of it or whatever, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to post that video of him helping Josh the other day. I don't really want to see that video. Did he say he didn't want to post it? No, I don't remember him saying that. I remember him saying that he was in the middle of editing it. Something happened and he lost the edits. He just hasn't gone back to edit it.
Didn't he say that he was editing it though because there was some personal information accidentally released on the video?
Yes.
And he was trying to get rid of it?
I believe so, yes.
I'm pretty sure he did. So, and you can't blame him for not wanting to post it until he gets rid of that. And once he gets rid of it, I think he probably will post it.
No information he's talking about.
Let me think a minute. I think it was on his side. I think it was his personal information, I believe.
Something, I believe that's correct.
Something on the screen on his computer, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what it was. He accidentally revealed his Zoom credentials or something.
Mm,
And so he goes, he probably used his personal medium instead of an automatically generated one like he should have done. And
oh yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, he could use his personal one, and he just sits there and puts the waiting room back in. Everybody goes in there, but I don't like doing that because everyone's in the waiting room and they don't understand what's going on. That's why when I do it privately or personally or whatever you want to call it, I just uncheck that, do it separately, and then when I'm done, go back to the other one. Works out real good. Real good. Matthew Cam, good evening. Good to see you. Yep.
That's the reason why Zoom has the option to uncheck your personal meeting room. And that's the reason why I have a little checkbox there, right?
Right. Right, because you can uncheck that, and then when you start the meeting, it will generate random numbers, and you're good. Are the clocks gone off of? Wait a minute. What is going on? Don't tell me. No, I'm on the right.
No.
Nope, they're there.
Are they running?
Yes.
It says Newcastle something. The second word on that one's not showing, but everything else is good.
Yeah, it's Newcastle Tyne, and I can't get that to work out right because on my monitor the YouTube's only got Zoom on it. That's fine.
No, but otherwise it's pretty good.
Cool.
Second hands are moving.
Great. I thought maybe I forgot to switch it over on the OBS back to the main thing, but apparently I didn't, so that's good. So the professor filled up his front page on the Stream Deck today, and then
Yeah,
some.
I got more than my front page filled up. I got at least 2 pages full of like at least 3 or 4 pages full of like at least 3. Well, a lot of those are shortcuts to websites, Rick. Like YouTube shortcuts and stuff for the computer. Like I've got a button for shutdown, restart.
A lot of unnecessary things, I think, in my opinion, but if you like it.
I would really like for Doug to do a stream and show us what he's got 32 buttons connected to. I would like to see that. I would find that to be very, very, very interesting. Very interesting.
220 views, Josh.
Okay.
That's not a lot.
No, not.
I'll take it.
Well, it's not bad, considering that. Let's see. Yeah, none of the live streams that I've done, which is a whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've done 5 live streams. Not one of them has managed to get above 340 views. So 220 is not that bad.
What is it you think people like more nowadays, the live streams or pre-recorded?
I think it kind of depends on what the subject matter is, but for me, most of my upload videos are, see, it's very up and down. Some of them are not that great. I'm just looking through. Here's one upload that is only 121 views, so.
So far,
In the video of me and Josh unboxing the computer on my channel, 64 views.
Yeah, and that part of that has to do with the popularity of the channel in the first place.
true.
It still amazes me that the the year and a half old video is still gets views. I for some reason I can't fathom why.
Well, we've talked talked about this time and time again. I just need to start, if I want to get more views, I just need to start posting Windows 11 videos, or at least Windows 11 in the title.
Well, hey, the one video I did for the unsupported hardware, the upload I did, that's 18,000 plus views. It was very popular. It shot up like a rocket. Of course, I also released it, pretty much within a day or two of Windows 11 being available. So, if you hit the right subject at the right time,
Yep.
that by far is my most viewed video, period. Of anything
Yeah,
I've
and
done.
you're also partially the reason why Josh has been putting me through all this crap with the.
Don't blame me. Blame Jim.
Whoa! How are you going to blame Jim on this? I got to hear this.
Because Jim uploaded the video. Jim would have never uploaded the video. I would have never found it.
There's logic in this. Where?
Well, considering the fact that that video begins and ends with warnings about how you probably shouldn't do this in the first place. You know, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but I don't accept any blame for it.
Hey, Gary.
Hello, what's up, guys? Can you hear me?
We can hear you and your echo.
No echo. Is that right? Yep, don't have you two on.
Anyone hearing a echo besides me?
I do.
Yeah. Oh, I hear it. I just don't have you two on. Period.
Well, you're getting it from somewhere. But
Yeah,
it's
it-
definitely you.
Yeah, it's you. He's muted and no echo. He's talking, we can't hear him, but no echo. That's weird.
He's probably got it on a computer across the room or something.
Or he's got on one of those 100 tabs he's got open.
100? I think that's late for him.
Maybe 1,000.
It's an easy night. You know, he's just taking it easy. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab coffee.
Wind dynamics, whatever it is, it's not on my HD.
Okay. But why is it on the deal when you could have just looked up XP wallpaper and set it as the background?
But my aunt liked it exactly the way it was.
Okay. As long as you don't care about the screensaver working.
It was.
Let's get an audio test from Gary and see if we still have the echo.
We don't.
Okay.
I reset my mic superior pitch. I have two of them. One for each side of my face.
You can't see me, but I am shaking my head.
Let's try Catherine wherever she's at.
And you don't think we can hear you good enough?
Oh my goodness. So we got my laptop working. It only took 2 attempts because someone, I'm not going to mention any names, the host, he put the ribbon on backwards and nothing worked. When he put the ribbon on correctly, everything works.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
How's the battery?
On what, the camera or the laptop?
What's wrong with the camera battery?
It was dead. I had to I had to do a hot swap on them, keep them going, to keep it running. I hope the battery's all right. It's charging right now. If it does go bad, I probably won't replace it because this is just so that we can go to mom, say, okay, here's what we did with the grandchildren, her great grandchildren, my grandchildren today.
Right.
And it's we can plug it in. It's fine.
I have a feeling that the battery's not working.
I do too, considering before I broke it down, it only got to 91% and then stopped. And then it wouldn't take a charge until it got to 0%. So I have that same feeling.
Yeah, I don't think quoted you. I think it's, which makes me wonder, because isn't it supposed to be the idiots that your daughter-in-law's work that fixed it for her?
Supposedly, yes.
And their fix was putting in a new battery?
That's the story I got. Was everything worked fine. I gave it to the IT department because the battery was bad. When it came back, the right-hand side USB ports wouldn't work. And now we know that board was bad. So who knows what they did. And I don't know anything about the company other than her father owns the company. And according to her, quote unquote, we have a professional IT department. I don't know.
This isn't even dirty. You know what professional is, right?
Do I?
Buddy? Means you pay them. You can pay a blizzard idiot. Doesn't mean they're anything but a blizzard idiot.
That's true. The bottom line is it works now, and I'm happy. So, and Lorna's happy. I told her too. And she now is questioning because my son's name is Joshua. So when I said I got the laptop fixed and I said it was Joshua, she says, "You're Josh or Zoom Josh?"
Wow.
Yeah. I'm glad you said wow, because that's not what I said.
I didn't say anything. I said wow. I know better.
It's probably good she's working till 6 in the morning.
Is she getting paid?
That she refers to me as Zoom Josh, okay?
Yeah, well, that's in her mind. That's how she's referring to you. So,
And well, my mom doesn't refer to you as Zoom Josh when I talk to her about you. If that makes you feel any better.
Yeah.
yeah, but what does she refer to him as?
Josh.
No. Are you sure? I thought one night I heard her say dumbass. Are you sure it was Josh?
I'm sure.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I guess I can throw this old piece in the trash now, huh? There's no way to test it.
I wonder if it works.
Well, the only way to test it is to put it back in.
Maybe the way the cable was in.
You know what? I would be a little frustrated if the cable was in backwards and it took me to breaking it down 3 times to figure out the cable was in backwards. That would have been, that is kind of, I'll be right back.
My response to that is you spent $9 and change to get it working. Leave it alone. Forget it.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree. I 100% agree.
Laptop.
A little bit of fun.
Oh, wow. Here's something interesting. I just got to point this out. If I can get this to go up on, I probably can't. This ribbon says USB on this side, and on the other end it says X83. So it's for a different motherboard or a different laptop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we know that.
Yeah. Or
Yeah, because of the length, right?
Right.
Okay.
I'm doing that on the laptop. Boy.
That is interesting. All right, throw that over in the junk pile. Good. What shall we talk about next? I don't have a novel of things to go through like some of them we all love and like so well. Doug, but what's up next?
When you're running Zoom on the laptop, right? Reason why I ask is because I had flickering on my screen with Zoom, and it ended up being a video setting.
Yeah, I've done a Zoom on the laptop.
Well, my fix for that ended up being a Zoom video setting. The issue that I was experiencing.
I'm not really worried about it. I don't want to go into it.
So anything other than Joshua's laptop, desktop, or his new build, what else do we want to talk about?
Well, we're gonna see what happens with the AMD. I've got a warranty claim on my 5600G. That's gonna be fun.
I finally
Oops.
fixed that post on our website the way my dad wanted it for that car.
Anybody buy it yet?
Not yet.
Any calls?
Not that I know of.
Really? I called the other day. You didn't get my message? Look at him. Look at him thinking. He's like, he did?
Which number did you call? My number or his number?
I called the number on the website. Why would I call your number to buy a car?
It is his number.
No, there's two numbers on there. My number and his number, but they're two totally different numbers.
Okay, I got a question for Greg guy.
We got an answer. Go ahead. Shoot. What's the question?
Yes. Have you heard anything about the 5 Sullivan brothers today?
Oh, I watched CNN for a while, but I didn't see anything.
It's about the battleship sinking.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they heard anything. I haven't. That's why I asked. They got tough last year. I thought it was, not good full, but full that they can't keep a battleship just sitting in harbor floating. And then we have one that they gotta take.
I'm gonna get off here and give them, I'm gonna run the laptop down and get some of my stuff packed up to them while
Okay, we'll see you. We'll see you when you get back on.
yeah, I'm gonna do it from my phone.
Just don't. I have one request. Just don't fall asleep on me like you did last night.
Oh, that's weird. Can't do it from my phone because it's not picking up the Zoom.
I know why.
Why?
Because when you logged in on the phone, on the laptop, you did not sign into your account.
Alright, so how do I get into the Zoom?
Go to your email, and Ken should have sent you that link to your email. And you can click on the link in your email, and it will get you in.
I didn't get any email from Ken.
Yeah, you did a couple days ago.
I'll send it to you.
I got it.
Told you. So I'm concerned like Gary is. The laptop's down to 75% and it's plugged in and supposedly charging. Be right back. I'm gonna go plug in my battery charger someplace where it'll charge the battery for the camera.
That's weird.
Who left? Oh, that's nice.
So now I got to get my son to come back over here, help me out.
I put a link in the Zoom chat about Sullivan's ship. It's got a photo of it there too, where
It's got a hole in it.
yep.
It's hard to use bill trumps to empty a hole. It just doesn't work. Especially when the two aren't the same size.
I'd be a little bit more concerned about that jet on the right-hand side that looks like it's getting ready to take out that other ship on the other side.
And for the second straight day, crews were doing everything they can to.
I may have to watch that. That looks very interesting. Thank you, Jeff.
Not going to sink any further because it's only about 5 feet deep there, but there's obviously a hole in the hull.
that they were trying to fix last fall, but it got to 54 degrees, I think, they said.
54-degree air temperature, or what's the reference? Water?
Yeah,
that's a little chilly.
I guess you can't. I thought they were using, the way it said they were using oxygen. I have to be wrong. They couldn't go below 54. And they were supposed to start working today or yesterday. And somebody said, "Hey, that's sinking." And they called the guy right.
Last year, we raised $23 million to fix it. So far.
Wow.
That's all I would do, and it sinks.
And then they're taking 5,000 cargo containers off of another ship owned by the same company that got stuck in the Suez Canal last year. I'm sure what these captains, or what are they doing? Doing drugs or something.
Something.
Those containers, some of them weigh 50,000 pounds. And taking 5,000 off, that'll take a few minutes.
Yeah. That will something you're not going to accomplish very quick, that's for sure. I guess I should take the time and actually attach the two pieces of this laptop together now that it's working. 75% available plugged in, but it doesn't show that it's charging. Ethernet works. That's good.
Maybe the adapter is bad.
On the charging port?
No, the charger itself. Or the adapter.
Well, you know what? I can check that actually.
That may be why the original battery was, quote, bad.
Oh, darn, doggone it. Oh, Gary's going to be so disappointed. This PC currently does not meet minimum system requirements to run Windows 11.
Well, I know a person that got hit Thursday, and their insurance company's helping them come up with $5,000.
For?
To fix, they had hit with ransomware from a manufacturing shop headquartered in Detroit. And liability insurance loves Windows 11. It's not like Windows 10. So if anybody's asking the question, liability insurance, number one. If I get help with $5 million, I love you. I love you. Who was that? I love you. I love you.
What is HP Development Company LP-extension 810.27.1?
God knows, but
it's an update.
HP.
It's an update.
Hey, for tickles and grin, did you update a BIOS on a computer?
On this thing?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe we're doing it where you try to charge it.
That's a little out of my wanting to do right now list. It works. It's functioning.
Do Windows updates?
I'm doing those now.
When's the last time it was updated?
I don't know.
You should have
5 minutes ago when I started the updates? I have no idea.
Well, if it was 5 minutes ago, you're going to have more than a few updates.
Let's see what the optional ones are. Oops.
Hey, depending on the laptop, you may be getting BIOS updates.
The thing I still don't... I know this is not a touchscreen. I know it is not a touchscreen. But there's little fingerprints everywhere on here. And it's not little baby fingerprints. It's like adult fingerprints.
When I first started IT and they first started giving terminals to everybody, there was a joke that we used to have in IT. You'd go show somebody and it would be literally from some business magazine at Ford, and they'd be doing, you know, this is how they keep track of bill of materials at Ford's transmission plant in Livonia, Michigan. and you see everybody pointing at the screen like it was something, and half the time the screen to be off. But everybody touching the screen and go like there's something on the screen that everybody in the world should see.
Yeah, it's.
So that doesn't surprise me. I kid you not, I've seen that. The people, you walk by, you go, there's something on the screen. Somebody else is taking a picture of them, or video. Or if you got somebody from Detroit inner city and they're, getting the first job experience or something. These are my favorite.
Oh man. I'm just doing some house cleaning while I'm waiting on that to restart.
Okay, 'cause it's going on 12 o'clock.
No, yeah.
You know how hard it is to get you up. What time do you have to be up in the morning? 7?
Time to get all that together.
Sounds like Auntie's a little mad.
Be careful, she can hear you. And I don't blame her.
Getting Windows ready. Do not turn off your computer.
Merely a request, not a rule.
I can totally relate. I remember visiting my mom years ago, and I would be up watching TV, and she'd come in and she goes, "What are you doing up? Do you know what time it is? You know you got to be at." I'm like, "Mom, I'm in it. I don't care if you're in an adult or not. You're in my house. My rules. Go to bed." Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if this is bragging or just me paying an ass, but I never had that rule. You want to stay up until 6 in the morning? As long as you're at school and do good, I don't care.
Yeah, they adopted that. Well, they did that when I was in school. I was very lucky. My parents didn't really care what we did, but they had the same rule. As long as you're at school and as long as your grades are good. You stop going to school or you start being late and grades drop, and then you stop doing things. So
I mean, I had more of a joke with my wife than with my parent or my dad. My wife was like that. Her family worked, quote, hard. I don't mean that good hard, but lower echelon. Not as an insult, but just,
Well, I was a lot like John Belushi in high school. I maintained a C average because that's what the state of Indiana required so you could participate in athletics. So I maintained a C average. It was work, but I'd done it.
I think that's how I turned out. Barely graduated, but I made it.
I was in a private school, and we actually had a phys ed class. And I used to tell my dad, please get me out of this at some point. Because you paid to exercise. Can you imagine that? Then I realized when I got older, wait, they have, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Jane Fonda, you pay to buy her tape or something.
I had several guidance counselors say, "Don't you think you can do better?" And I said, "Probably." "Well, then why don't you?" I said, "I don't need to. The state of Indiana says a C average. You're basing your academic career on the state of Indiana?" I said, "No, I'm basing my athletic career on the state of Indiana."
This episode of What's Going On with Today, it's time for the third.
That was me. I'm listening to you. I'm listening to us, but I'm looking at the size of those container ships. I've actually seen them being loaded. They are freaking huge.
Massive, yeah.
I mean, they put the cargo, the new thing is they put the cargo containers, which go onto a flatbed on a train. And it's like how many they put above that. Or cars. You ever seen one of cars? Put a couple of, like 4,000 cars on a container ship.
Well, one thing for sure is if it starts to fall, don't try to catch it.
Yeah, really. Well, it's just like trucks now, too. Especially if LA, you have to have a special trucking company to get the freight off the container ships in LA, and they had to take it outside of LA County and give it to you there. So let's say we have a truck literally ran to Detroit or wherever else. We can't get it at the port. We gotta get it outside the county because of pollution. And when I talk about something stupider, I mean, the same damn ships, so it's not very better than obviously the same damn trucks. Except it's a special. We get our theirs. We don't have it there.
I'm going to go ahead and end the YouTube chat stream. We are 2 hours and 5 minutes into it. So I'm going to silently shut that off by hitting the button. Greg, Wintermute, Tony, Robert, Jason, Tom. Good to see Tom. He's been under the weather a little bit. I think I got everybody. Laconic, I saw he snuck in there. The real Laconic, by the way. Dr. Rob Allen snuck in on me. I didn't see that. That must have been when I was tinkering around with the laptop. Good to see that he was here. Yeah, I think that's everybody. So I'm going to hit the button, and in about 7 seconds it'll go off.